What up, everybody? What's up, Alfred? What's happening, everyone? Checking in. Trying to get some things done today, and all that. Checking in with all these people, making things happen. I was just having a little and I said, hey, man, if you're going to tell me this stuff, let's tell everyone what's going on. So he's going to jump on and talk to us about some of the stuff that's going on. What up? What up? Someone just told me hair's getting long. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
Tighten it up.
Tighten it up. That's what it is. See you guys later. Nice work today. No, thank you.
So how was work today?
Good, man. Team cranked out 7,000 face coverings and masks.
So
Wild.
So are we caught up with orders yet?
Oh man. By Saturday, good. See you later. See you in the morning. By Saturday, I'd say we probably will be. We did have one massive order, which we're not quite caught up yet, but we'll have made 100 by mid next week. Will be 130,000 masks. Right now, we're at about 100,000 masks, face coverings, masks, whatever you want to call them. So, cranking, dude. Yeah.
What about the burden?
The burden
Is it live yet?
No. The dye's being made in New Hampshire because we had to get that steel rule dye made, and they got to sharpen it. They're shipping it today. It'll be here tomorrow. Maybe we can launch it tomorrow, but I want to test out a little bit. And then I want to send burdens across the country and have people hide them in hard to find locations.
Yeah. Actually, we need to make sure. Yeah, we got a bunch of people we need to send them to.
Yeah. I'm sure you got a list.
So once you crank out like whatever 2 or 3 of them, then you got to test them and then roll them. I mean, the one you sent me is good to go.
Yeah, no, it's good to go. I figured the first batch we make, we'd send out across the country, and then we'll start making. But it's a pretty neat project. The guy, one guy found it on Bald Mountain. He didn't know anything about it. Yeah. He found it, and he saw it, and he had heard of Origin, and he's like, oh, it's filled with pennies. He opened it up, and he's like, oh, I didn't bring a penny. So he took a rock, and he put the rock in it and stitched it back up and hid it. And then he emailed us. He's like, I found a bag. I figured it was up there for a reason. I put a rock in it because I didn't have a penny to put in it. And I was like, cool.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's great. And what about the boxes? Are the boxes live?
Boxes are live, yeah. Shipping them every day, making them and shipping them. Brody's manufacturing that about 20 minutes away at his massive mill up there. So
if people need, because everyone sold out of plyo boxes, and you're like, hey, we can make I said, hey, because I had a conversation, what is it, a text thread with the Echelon Front team, and everyone's just like everyone else in the country right now. There's no gyms open or whatever, so guys are trying to put together a quick home gym, and they're like, yeah, there's no this, there's no that. So I'm like, well, we can make kettlebells kind of, and we can make plyo boxes. So here we go.
Is because you have a home gym, does that mean for us jiu-jitsu guys, if you have a home gym, but you're not training jiu-jitsu, does that mean you're maintaining? Are you losing weight or are you gaining weight? Because I know from my own personal experience is what's happening right now.
It depends on what you're doing, man. But
I'm just lifting weights, heavy weight.
Oh, then if all you're doing is lifting heavy weights and you're not training jiu-jitsu, yeah, you're going to gain weight. I mean, you should.
Okay, I did.
Right? Is that where you're at?
Yeah, maybe like 280 pounds right now. Twisted steel and sex appeal and a few large pizzas.
Baklavas.
Baklava. My mom made, what'd she make for the whole factory? My mom dropped off. Was it baklava? I think it was. She dropped something off the other day. Banana bread. That too. Yeah.
So when do you think we'll spin back up the gi line, the jean line?
Yeah. Well, the looms have been.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, just from my perspective right now, I mean, I have Victory MMA and Fitness. We obviously we sell Origin gis, but I can't imagine that there's not people in the country that are going to be like, hey, let's go buy a Chinese gi. That's just not going to happen anymore.
Yeah. You got to think that
And
mindset.
jeans, same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that mindset is gonna have to change at this point, right? Like before, like we're trying to tell the world. Oh, Andy Stump just sent a text. Before we're trying to tell the world, like, hey, this is why we're doing what we're doing, rebuilding the supply chain, making stuff again. But this whole thing, like, well, whose hands have been on the product? You know, where's it coming from? I mean, coming from Pakistan or China. Yeah, I think there's a whole kind of mindset that's going to change, especially because in jiu-jitsu we're just so close to one another.
Yeah, I think you're catching one part of it. I think the part that you're missing is that even if the stuff coming from China was 100% guaranteed to be disinfected or whatever, I think people recognize that they don't want to support that regime anymore. And I think 100%. That's becoming a real thing where
I like that word, regime.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. And, you know, it's a horrible, I mean, it's slave labor and the whole 9 yards. And actually I got talking to Daryl Cooper, and we're gonna get into China here on the Thread podcast in the next couple of weeks. Maybe we're gonna finish up some Iraq stuff, but then we're gonna roll into some China stuff and just talk about. I don't think people always see everything that's going on there and what that place is really like, and what it means to have their presence in the world and to continue to fuel their presence with our money that keeps their regime in power, and it's just not good.
How do you what would be your how do I phrase this question? You've got the people, right, of China, and then you've got the government, right? The Chinese mafia, whatever you want to call it. What do you say to the people versus what do you say about the leaders, I guess? How do you separate those things? And because I know the Thread, you covered a lot of this stuff.
You absolutely separate those two things. I mean, the government of a country is separate and distinct from the people that are, especially in a situation where the people are, look, they might not have shackles on, but financially and culturally they're slaves to a horrible system. So yeah, that's what I think. That's why I think people are going to start looking, at American products and saying, yeah, you know what, we need to support this country, and at a minimum we don't need to support that country. So yeah, I think that's going to become very distinct here.
That podcast is freaking doing great too. I saw on the charts, it's like #1 on the charts or something.
Yeah. I mean, it came out strong. Yeah, it's just Daryl's a super smart guy, and it's just good to sit down with him and get him to talk about stuff. And we've been, that was kind of, I was just stoked to be able to sit down and talk with him. So
how are you gonna? Did you do the China one yet? The China podcast or you're going to do that one?
We're going to do it. We're actually recording tomorrow. So, but we got to wrap up some Iraq stuff, and then we'll jump into China. And, my vision was to have it a little bit more timely, but, almost like, hey, let's find out what's going on this week in the world from a historical perspective.
Yeah, I like that.
We got a little deep into Iraq, which is just the way it is, man. I'm not gonna fight what's happening. You kind of let nature go sometimes, but yeah.
I'm real interested in the one on China. I'm real interested in how you're going to cover that.
Yeah, and that's the thing is we're trying not to, Daryl and I have been going back and forth. We're trying not to do like a straight up history podcast, which is what both of our minds kind of tend in that direction.
Right.
But I just want to I'm more interested in hearing Daryl's thoughts, as he connects the dots, as he connects the threads together. I want to hear his thoughts because he has such a broad base of knowledge, and then compare and contrast those thoughts with mine, because we don't always agree on everything at all. And there's some places where we think very similar and some places where we're pretty disparate in our thinking. So it's been fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that, there's 3 places at this point, I guess, manufacturing what we're manufacturing with the jiu-jitsu stuff, and that's Pakistan, China, and America. Well, Maine, New England. So I think we've already had a bunch of people reaching out to us you know, because they're just starting to think about training again and their academies. So I know Nicole's email is filling up with, I think, requests or, you know, reaching out to say, hey, we recognize now why this is important, and, you know, what can we do together?
Yep. I think we're moving in the right direction. Well, cool. I just wanted
Yeah.
to check in. I know you were just giving me kind of a data dump on the box and the burden, and that makes me start thinking about the, you know, we're going to need to start making jeans and gis again soon because people need them.
The denim looms are getting turned back on, I think, next week in Georgia, and we're ripping through most of our backlog of material. So we're still going to make face coverings, obviously, just as long as we need to, man. Just as long as, you know, America demands that. So it's not, you know, people don't realize it's not just like, of course, the most important is the healthcare workers, but then you start drilling down. After healthcare, it's EMS. Like, I got a buddy, Mitch Schwartz, in New York City. We just sent him masks. It's like, he's like, bro, can you send me masks? And he's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. And he's like, I'm working 12-hour days. I'm in this. It's insane. It's madness. And I'm like, hell yeah. So we've been donating a bunch of masks and sending a bunch of masks out, and we'll make them as long as we can. But it's not just the healthcare, EMS, LEO, and then, like, we put 1,000 people back to work with construction. Like, people are out of work, and the people we can help put back to work will help do that. So we're covering the gamut, I guess. So as long as it takes till we're back to normal, if that ever happens again, you know,
we will
do what we can.
We will get back to normal. Well, cool. Thanks for the update.
Right,
I'm actually going to sign off with you. I'm going to bring some other random person on here, and we'll see what happens.
I'm going to watch. I'll be right here watching. That'd be awesome. So you're gonna say request to jump on?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, brother. I'm gonna jump off, but I'm gonna watch.
On.
All right,
later.
Yep.
Yeah, I was on Instagram, and a guy named Jake Smith from White Buffalo just he came on and started talking to people, and I was one of them. So J.R. Flynn has to accept, I guess. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear. How me?
I just got off active duty within the last year or so.
Right on, man. Well, thanks for your service.
Thank you. Sorry, I was smoking.
Yeah, well, your smoke wouldn't bother me through Instagram, other than the fact that I know that it's not healthy for you.
Oh,
and
no,
I don't
totally.
like that.
No.
You got some drywall
I
going
got
on?
you. Yeah, it's the house out here.
Cool.
We're thinking of buying it within the next year or so.
Right on. Well, I think real estate prices will come down a little bit, so it's probably going to be a good opportunity there.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you never know. I think also stuff is poised. When it bounces back, it's going to bounce back pretty solid. That's my opinion.
Yeah, hopefully.
But everything cool?
Yeah, I just keep them busy. Still going to work a couple times a week now.
Right on. Well, thanks for checking in, man.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you talking.
Cool. All right, man. We'll catch you later. Thanks for your service.
All right. Hey, you too. Thanks.
Right on, man.
All right. Bye.
Bye. There. Random person. Let's see what the next random person. That was JR coming in hot. Let's see who these people are. What is this? Clement Flora? This is risky, isn't it? I'm nervous about this. Is what I'm doing right now. Normally I think I have more control over things in the world, and I don't feel like I have any control over whoever's about to pop up and talk to me. Hello? How's it going? You must have a bad connection, young lady. We'll have to try again next time. Bye. Oh. She might be in a discotheque. Anyways, later. All right. I'll try this one more time, see if any other random person wants to see what's up. Dang, there's a lot of people that pop up. Sorry, it's weird to do this because the names just keep like kind of really popping up quickly. See what's up. I kind of feel like I should talk to a human. I feel like if you have some weird picture in your little picture of yourself. I'm probably not going to click on you because this is already random enough. But this is Sarah K. 48.
Oh my God. I cannot believe this.
What's up, Sarah K?
What's up, Sarah K?
I literally cannot believe this. My boyfriend is such a fan, and like I totally was not into your stuff, and I started like reading Extreme Ownership, and I started your podcast from the beginning.
Okay.
So I'm on like episode 20, and I listened to the Johnny Kim one, and he just ordered your book. He will not believe this. Like he's such a huge fan, and I got your autograph book for his birthday, and the good patch, and the Echelon front one, I think, or yeah.
Well, cool.
I can't believe this.
Where is he right now?
Where is he right now?
So we live in Northern Virginia, right near Washington, D.C., and he's actually training to hopefully become a SEAL one day, and he's super, like, dedicated, so I really hope he does.
How old is he?
How old is he?
He is 24. I should know this. His birthday just happened.
Okay. So he's still young.
Yeah, he did apply last cycle, but then like some things happened and then his scores weren't as consistent, so then he's been working like super hard to get his like times up, and he's finally meeting them. The problem is all the pools just closed, so he's doing everything else, and like we do CrossFit, so he does like 2 or 3 workouts a day. He goes on like long runs, and he's like super into it. So
Right on.
yeah.
Well, that's my only advice. Him would be to number one. It's the best job ever. And number 2. Don't quit.
I will let him know. Thank you so much.
Cool. All right, Sarah. We'll talk later.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. All right. So I'm feeling more comfortable now because that was kind of like just a nice normal person. I'm nervous about this. Not too many things make me nervous. This is actually making me nervous. I'm going to we're going to do another one. We're going to rock and roll again. We're going to see what happens. If you want to request to hang out, then jump in there. I forget how you do it. I think you say request to, there you go. Sorry. All right. Let's see who we got. This person looks pretty normal. Let's give it a try. Oh, declined. Okay, we just got rejected. Okay, that's the way that works sometimes. It's like the real world, Sometimes you throw it out there, you think you're getting some vibes, you throw out the request, and you get denied. Yeah, and it's weird because I'm judging. I'm being very judgmental right now. Judging you on your profile picture. So if you have your little weird profile picture, I'm probably not going to request you. This dude looks pretty normal. I'm looking for normal looking people. That's my bias right now because I don't want any super weird things to happen right now. Who do we got?
Hey, man.
What's up, Zachary?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm from Australia. I just thought I'd say good name.
Are you in Australia right now?
Yeah, man. Yeah. 2 hours south of Sydney.
You guys are in a significant lockdown, right?
Not as bad as it seems. You guys are. It doesn't seem that bad. I mean, I watch Joe Rogan's podcast and all that, and that's how I'll come across you. And it seems like you guys are just like right on lock, but I'm still going to the shop. I'm still going to work.
What do you do for work?
Party hire, event hire. So I mean, there's not much events happening or weddings happening right now, but I'm just doing behind the scenes stuff, cleaning chairs, cleaning tables and stuff like that. But not much is happening.
Because I was gonna say, there's not a lot of parties going on, are there?
No, that's right. No, there's not at all. No, it's crazy to talk to you, man. It's like, is this even real? Holy shit.
I know this is. So I was on the other day, and somebody, this guy named Jake Smith, who's got a band called the White Buffalo, and he was doing this, and I was like just clued in there, and we talked for a few minutes, and I was like, that was interesting, but it's super weird. I mean, I'm sitting here getting ready to click on someone's name, and it's a random human being, right? Like a random human being from anywhere in the world. You do not know what you're getting into when you do this. So
that's right, man.
But everything's cool down in Australia?
Yeah, everything's cool, man. Pretty much, yeah. It's just morning time. I just woke up. I was just scrolling through Instagram and saw you going live. I was like, oh, see what it's up to.
Right on.
What are you up to?
Just doing some work today. I'm doing a lot of work from home right now. So we got some online. We've been doing a lot of online training with my leadership company, Echelon Front. So we got this whole thing going where we're doing a lot of kind of what we're doing right here, except for it's clients that we have and people that we're going face to face with over the internet and just talking about leadership and how to solve leadership problems. So been spending a lot of time doing that. Just had a book come out, recording podcasts, just doing kind of the same thing I've always been doing, but no travel and no jujitsu right now, which is really painful. Other than that,
right. Yeah,
but,
right.
Well, thanks for checking in, man.
Yeah, thanks for she's good chatting.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you later.
I mean, see ya.
Out here. Australia. Very strange. All right, we'll give it one. This is kind of fun now. I got to admit, I'm having some fun. Let's see what else is going on here. Oh, wait. Who's this? Who's this random person? We'll see who this is. I don't know. I kind of taking a risk on this one. We'll see what happens. Oh, it happens to be Tulsi.
How you doing? Aloha.
So are you in DC right now?
I am actually literally just walked in the door at home here after casting my vote for the small business funding refill bill, I guess.
Did it go through? So is it going to go through?
I think that voting is actually still going on. So right now, because of everything that's happening, they have us broken down in alphabetical order. Only, I think, 20 people allowed in the House. Basically, 20 people have a 10-minute window to go in and vote. So normal vote takes 15 minutes. This vote to get every 400 or so odd people is going to take about 2 hours, but it'll pass. It'll pass.
And you're front of the pack.
Yeah.
Like I was W, I'm W growing up, last for everything. Never got anything good. Raw deals. Then I got in the military, same thing. Raw deals. W, you're last.
It's exactly when I saw like the listing, the email, but I was like, God, this looks so familiar.
Yeah.
Where have I been that I've done this before?
But
got
it's
that. Good. This is something that it's been a constant thing. I don't know where you guys are at. I know Origin's obviously hard at work, but a lot of folks who aren't. This has been the number one thing my office gets called about is legit small businesses, 5, 10, 15 employees applying for all these different programs and either not hearing back and then only finding out in the headlines saying, what do you mean there's no more money available? And then seeing, you've got, Ruth's Chris and all these other things that they're taking money. So it was a good thing Trump did, I think, yesterday, saying that they're going to mandate that these non-small businesses that took advantage of that return money to the federal government so that it can be replenished and get to those who need it.
Yeah, it definitely, there's a lot of, any service. I have a gym in San Diego, mandatory shutdown, and we've got, 15 or 20 people working there. There's all the restaurants, I got a couple local restaurants that I go to a lot. Obviously they're all shut down or they're just doing takeout orders. So yeah, there's a lot of people that are hurting for sure. We've been lucky up in Maine. I hate to say lucky but we have been lucky that, since we have the whole supply chain there and Pete and I talked about doing a mask or a face covering on Friday, and on Monday it was in production. So, but that's, if we weren't able to pivot that quick, we wouldn't be selling anything. That would just be the way it is. So yeah, I think the government's doing a good thing, and I'm glad to see you. It seems like you all are at least working together enough to get these things done. So thank you for that.
It's still painfully frustrating how long it takes. Like this funding ran out a while ago, and that should have been like immediately within at least 48 hours, this bill gets passed. Maybe it's just the way it is, but I was telling people the other day, I got an email from our Democratic House leadership saying the headline, Republicans are blocking small business funding. And within 5 minutes, I got an email from the Republican leadership, Democrats blocking small, like the exact same headline. Like, come on, guys, come on. This is something we can all stand together on. So
yeah. Well, I appreciate what you're doing. I know it looked like you had a long, lonely flight the other night. Keep getting it done.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Stay safe. I got a bunch of people telling me Dana White's on here wanting to jump on, so I'm going to see if I can hook up. Old Uncle Dana, where you at? Thanks, Tulsi.
Aloha.
Appreciate it. Bye. All right. If it's true, somebody sending me we got that Uncle Dana's on here. And if that's happening, well, then we'll obviously jump on with Uncle Dana, because dang, that's Uncle Dana. Where are you at? Am I right? Am I wrong? Sorry, everyone. I'm sitting here scrolling through this big list of people. Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy that Tulsi Gabbard can be in DC and, you know, we can have a chat on Instagram in front of a bunch of people? That's just, it's this technology is crazy. It's been crazy. We got this, you know, like I was telling that guy in Australia at Echelon Front, we got this whole thing going where we're doing this kind of coaching with all kinds of people live every day. So, Pete, if you're still watching, tell me if I'm doing this right, because I don't know what's happening right now. Oh, let's go live with this person. We'll see what happens. See if this person accepts. Oh, looks like she's accepting. Oh, what's up?
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
How's everything going?
Good.
Can I talk to your mom?
I don't know. She's teaching.
Oh, what is she teaching?
She's helping.
This is what I'm teaching right now.
Oh, actually, she was just reading her book to one of her students. Your book to one of her students.
Oh, really? Can you like flash the camera over to her?
What is that?
Hey, what's up, Julie? Very cool.
Nice.
I like that. That is outstanding.
I know. In to win. Peace,
right.
brother.
Right on. Right on, everyone. All right. Well, young lady, we are going to say goodbye, but I'll talk to you at some other point. Bye.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, that right there was my niece and my sister. Yeah, so this is actually getting crazy. All right, Pete is sending me texts to try and tell me what to do here, because I'm an idiot when it comes to stuff. Dana, what are we talking about? I'm looking for, just going to drag someone else into this random thing. This is kind of crazy. Yeah, it was interesting to watch the whole UFC unfold, the way that unfolded with trying to get the fights going. I think they bought an island somewhere. I think they might end up running fights on an island. So that's getting after it. That's making things happen on a pretty strong level. What else we got here? Yeah, I must be making some kind of mistake with what I'm doing, which is a total bummer. Who else we got? Well, this has been fun. Wait a second. Let me check on this guy. I think we have a jiu-jitsu individual coming in hot.
How can I flip the camera? Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go. You got to press that little button.
From Brazil.
You're in Brazil.
Hey, yeah, I'm Brazil.
Right on,
and,
man.
Oh man, I can't believe that I'm in your podcast. I love your podcast, and wow, your book has taught me a lot about leadership, and it really changed my life. And in fact, I decided to join the Navy in Brazil because of you and Goggins.
That's
and
awesome,
please,
man.
you guys have to do a podcast together.
Right on, right on. Well, that's awesome.
Right
man.
on.
Do you train jiu-jitsu down there?
Yeah, I do. In fact, I'm a blue belt.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And when do
Staying
you
on
leave
the
for
path.
the Navy? Yeah, you are. When do you leave for the Navy?
Well, in fact, I'm kind of finishing my master's degree in engineering, and in here I'm joining after finishing the degree. You know, I'm probably going to the Marine Corps in the Navy. And,
awesome.
That's it,
Well, hey, man.
Nah.
I want to say this. You know, a lot of people come up to me and they say, hey, you know, I listened to your podcast. I read your book. You changed my life. And what I always say back to them is, I didn't change your life. You did. I just wrote some words and said some words, but you're the one that has to go out, and the same with everybody. You're the people that go out there, take action, and make things happen. So it's awesome. It's awesome to meet you. And good luck with your Navy career.
Thank you, man.
All right, bro. Later.
Bye. Later.
This is just kind of crazy. All right. I will do one more because Jamie from Echelon Front just said this is hilarious. So whatever. I'm going to give it a shot. If I can make this thing work. I don't. You know what's funny is whenever I complain about technology, I 100% know that it's just my fault. Like everything that goes wrong with technology, I just am not good at it. So, and right now it doesn't look like I can even figure this out. So I don't know. What does this little button mean? Sorry, I'm pressing buttons that I don't know. Oh, wow. A bunch of people are hitting questions. I never even saw this thing before. You guys should make a plate vest. Yeah, I agree with that. We should. Why is my hair so long? I need to tighten it up, apparently. Glover's in here. How do we get Glover? Glover, request to come on. Let's talk, dude. All right. What do I need to do? I want to get Jeff Glover to come on live. I don't know how to do it. All right. He's requesting. Maybe I need to like restart this because it's not working anymore. Come on. View. I don't know what's up. What does this little button mean? Maybe there's a limit to the amount of stuff that you can do. Like my whole thing is just locking up. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be working anymore. I'm sure it's 100% operator error. But, hey, thanks for checking in. This was actually fun. I got a lot less. Actually, everybody I talked to was normal. There was one random person in the discotheque somewhere. But everyone else was normal. It was cool to talk to Tulsi. I almost talked to Jeff Glover. Talked to Pete. Why, Glover, there you are, dude. How do I talk to you? Yeah, there's something wrong. I don't know what it is. Anyways, I don't want to waste everyone's time trying to figure this out. Every time it pops up that I want to request somebody, it doesn't work. So, like I said, I'm sure I'm doing something wrong, but appreciate everybody tuning in. Hey, you know, I had the book come out. A bunch of y'all ordered the book, so thank you for getting the book. Joe Rogan just reposted the book because he's awesome out of nowhere. So thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. And thanks to everybody. And like I said, you know, I'm over here writing some books and talking in a podcast or whatever. But all y'all that are out there getting after it, making things happen, that's what I'm talking about. So, well, keep doing it. We'll talk to y'all later. Out.